The productivity trap. How the matrix keeps you busy and steals your life. Have you ever felt drained at the end of the day, with a long list of completed tasks, yet with that strange sensation that nothing truly meaningful got done? If the answer is yes, you're not alone. Our society idolizes productivity. We live in fast-forward mode, running after deadlines, goals, and endless to-do lists, barely stopping to breathe. But what if I told you that this relentless chase for productivity isn't really designed for your success, but rather a clever illusion from the matrix meant to keep you busy, distracted, and disconnected from your true purpose? Addicted to doing, anxiety disguised as productivity. Industry and society sold us the idea that our worth as human beings comes from our ability to do more, do faster, do multiple things at once. And this creates a paralyzing anxiety, an addiction to always being busy. Your brain, desperately searching for validation that never comes, whispers, "If I'm not doing something, then I am nothing." This is one of the most dangerous autopilots because it gives you the illusion of progress while you are actually just running in circles. We confuse being busy with being productive. But here's what the mind hacker knows. True productivity isn't about the number of tasks you tick off, it's about the quality of your actions. Real productivity is tied to your focus, your intention, and your purpose. Most of the tasks we do every day are just noise. They drain your energy, but don't move you anywhere meaningful. And the matrix wants exactly that. It wants you too exhausted to question things, too busy to connect with yourself, too drained to seek a life with real meaning. That feeling of burnout, that sense your mental health is on the line, it's not your personal failure. It's the symptom of a system that forces you to become a machine of doing instead of a human being. Subversive evolution is about rejecting the idea that you have to be a robot and reclaiming your right to be human at your own pace, in your own unique rhythm, with your own way of creating. Emotional freedom doesn't come from a completed to-do list. It comes from time for yourself, for hobbies, passions, and the people you love. The system tries to sell you the lie that your worth is defined by what you do for others. But your real worth is built on what you do for yourself. Your self-discovery begins the moment you have the courage to say no to the next pointless task, and yes to your own well-being. Practical hack: the 1-minute stop. Once every hour, stop what you're doing. Put your phone down, step away from your computer, and pause for 1 single minute. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and notice your body and mind. Feel the tension, observe the rush. Don't do anything, just notice. This simple act of stopping for 1 minute each hour gives you the power to break free from autopilot and return to the present moment consciously and intentionally. If you're ready to free yourself from the slavery of false productivity, drop the word deprogramming in the comments. Like this video if you believe freedom isn't about doing more, and subscribe to the channel for more mind hacks. The busyness prison: why the system doesn't want you to rest. If you've ever tried the 1-minute stop, you know how uncomfortable it feels to simply do nothing. And that's exactly where we uncover the second secret of the matrix. It doesn't want you to rest. It doesn't want you to pause, because in constant motion, you stay controlled. Society sold us the idea that rest is a luxury, a prize we only deserve after exhausting hours of work. But the mind hacker knows the truth. Rest is a necessity, just like your phone needs to recharge to function. The matrix sells you the addiction to occupation. It convinces you that your value lies in always doing something, never stopping. And this leads to a deep, poisonous guilt. If you're not producing, you're failing. The infamous hustle culture is the most dangerous autopilot of all, because it gives you the illusion of control, like you're on top of the game. But in reality, you're just running on a treadmill, burning energy, but getting nowhere. And your mental health pays the price. The anxiety of always feeling late, the exhaustion that fogs your thinking, the creativity that dries up. These are red alert signals from your body and mind. The system is glitching. And the glitch is this: we become addicted to the rush of action. We lost the ability to be silent, to be at peace, to simply exist. The guilt of rest. The system wants you to feel guilty for resting. It wants you to feel lazy if you take an afternoon off to read a book, or if you allow yourself a day without productivity. But subversive evolution is about breaking that guilt. It's about realizing that true productivity isn't measured in hours worked, but in the quality of what you create. And that quality only emerges from one place: a brain that has had the time to rest, process, and dream. The greatest ideas, the most innovative insights, the spark of real creativity, they rarely come when you're pushing at full speed. They happen in moments of pause, in daydreaming, in silence. That's when your mind makes new connections, when your energy is reborn, when you actually grow. The Matrix wants you to believe you need to grind constantly to get the life you want. But the truth is, the life you want is one you build at your own pace on your own rhythm, not at the speed the system demands. Practical hack: the meaningful pause. Today's action is what I call the meaningful pause. Schedule time in your day: 15 minutes, an hour, whatever you can. And during that time, do one radical thing: nothing. Don't check your phone. Don't open emails. Don't do tasks. Just allow yourself to sit in silence, free of the Matrix's constant push. At first, it will feel strange. Your mind will rebel. But in that stillness, your brain begins to recharge. Your nervous system resets, and you'll discover something revolutionary. Rest is not weakness, it's your ultimate power. True productivity and emotional freedom only come from balance, from knowing when to act and when to stop. The meaningful pause is the most subversive act of resistance you can commit against the machine. If you're ready to break free from the addiction to constant occupation, comment the phrase "meaningful pause" below. Hit like if you understand that rest is your superpower, and subscribe so you don't miss the next hacks. The multitasking illusion: the hidden power of deep focus. If the Matrix tricks you into staying busy and makes you feel guilty about rest, it also sells you one of its most dangerous lies: multitasking. We brag about being able to do it all at once: answer emails, scroll notifications, join meetings, cook, text, all while thinking we're being efficient. But here's the raw truth: multitasking doesn't exist. Your brain wasn't designed to juggle multiple complex tasks at the same time. What we call multitasking is actually constant context switching. Your brain jumps from one thing to another: an email here, a ping there, a spreadsheet, a chat. And that constant switching drains your energy, fries your focus, and leaves you exhausted. It's like running a computer with 50 tabs and apps open at once. Everything slows down, crashes more often, and the battery dies fast. That's your brain on multitasking, sluggish, overloaded, and eventually burned out. The trap of superficiality. The productivity industry wants you to believe multitasking is the path to success. But what it doesn't tell you is that when you spread yourself thin, you're not really doing anything deeply. Your self-discovery gets postponed. Your purpose gets blurred. Your work becomes shallow, soulless, and fragmented. And that is exactly what the system wants: to keep you in a permanent state of superficiality. Always moving, always juggling, but never diving deep enough to question the system itself. That feeling of running but never arriving? That's not your fault, it's the symptom of being trapped in the multitasking scam. The power of deep work. True power, the real subversive evolution, doesn't lie in doing many things halfway. It lies in what the mind hackers call deep work: the ability to focus on one single task, without distraction, for a meaningful stretch of time. This is where the magic happens. This is where you enter flow. Time dissolves, your brain fires at full capacity, creativity flows, and innovation sparks. In deep work, you stop being a machine that just executes tasks and become a creator of real value. It's the only way to achieve focus, emotional freedom, and meaningful results. Practical hack: compartmentalize time. Tomorrow, choose one important task. It can be writing a report, reading a chapter, working on a personal project, whatever really matters. Then set aside 30 minutes. In those 30 minutes, turn off every notification, close every tab, shut out interruptions. Dedicate yourself fully to that one task. At first, your brain will resist. It's addicted to jumping around. You'll feel the urge to just check something, but push through. And when you finish, notice the difference: the quality of your work, the sense of relief, the energy that comes from doing something with full presence. This is the key to escaping the multitasking illusion and reclaiming your focus. If you're ready to break free from multitasking and embrace true intentional focus, comment the phrase, intentional focus, below. Like this video if you see the value of deep work, and subscribe for more hacks to outsmart the matrix. The autonomy game, reclaiming your personal rhythm. If you've made it this far, your mind is already being hacked. We've exposed the lie that you must always stay busy. We've reclaimed the forgotten power of rest. We've shattered the multitasking scam. But the ultimate question remains, what's the endgame of all this? The goal isn't to become more productive for the matrix. The goal is to become the master of your own time. Today, the rhythm of your life is dictated by the system. You're expected to always be online, always available, always running. That's why you feel exhausted, overloaded, and on the edge. But your mental health and emotional freedom only exist when you reclaim control of your rhythm. That's where true productivity is born. Subversive evolution is about rejecting the artificial speed the system imposes and choosing to live by your own cadence. Your rhythm, your power. The mind hacker knows your greatest strength isn't in doing everything. It's in doing the right things, at the right time, a right way. That's real focus. And here's the key. The right time is your time. It's when your energy peaks, when your mind is clearest, when your creativity is strongest. Most people live in autopilot, wasting their best hours on trivial tasks, then dragging through the important stuff when their energy is gone. That's like driving with the brakes on, double the effort, half the results. Your life purpose cannot be pursued at a pace that depletes you. It demands a rhythm that nourishes you, empowers you, and fuels you. And that rhythm is unique. It belongs only to you. The discovery of inner rhythm. Self-discovery is learning to hear your own inner beat. It's listening to your body and mind. When your body says rest, rest. When your mind says focus, focus. Your power isn't measured by how much more you can do compared to others. It's measured by how well you can align with yourself and act in sync with your own natural rhythm. That's the only path to true productivity, real success, and a life that feels authentically yours. Practical hack, personal rhythm mapping. Over the next few days, become an observer of your own energy. Ask yourself, at what times do I feel most creative? When is my focus sharpest? When does my energy drop and fatigue hit hardest? Map it out. Notice the patterns. Then, start scheduling your most important tasks for the peak hours of your energy. Reserve downtime, rest, and recovery for the natural low points. Stop fighting your body and mind. Work with them. This is how you transform your entire life. By reclaiming your rhythm, you reclaim your freedom. If you're ready to live in tune with your own rhythm, comment the phrase, own rhythm, below. Hit like if you believe your greatest strength lies in autonomy, and subscribe to join this journey of subversive evolution. And if this video gave you the spark you needed to break free from productivity pressure, share it with someone else who needs it too. The journey continues.